friends, now discuss mind maps. So today we discuss 75 years of Quit India movement के बारे में. Introduction. The Quit India movement was an important milestone in the Indian freedom struggle. Under the leadership of the Mahatma Gandhi, peoples across India come together with the aim of attaining freedom. Recently, the nation celebrated 75th years of anniversary of the Quit India movement. This year's theme is Sankalp Se Siddhi, the attainment through resolve. 1940, the Quit India movement. The Quit India movement is a Quit India resolution was the direct consequences of Britain's involvement in the Second World War and its efforts in procuring absolute support from Indians. Okay, one of the main triggers of the movement was the future of the Cripps mission. Following its failure, Mahatma Gandhi made a do or die call in his Quit India speech in Bombay at the Gwalior Tank Maidan. Okay, it was followed by a mass protest launched by All India Congress Committee. The British retaliated. By imprisoning almost the entire leadership of Indian National Congress without trial. Several political groups opposed the Quit India movement, with the British refusing the grant immediate independence of India. The Quit India campaign was crushed. Significance. The significance of the movement was that it placed the demand for independence of the immediate agenda of the national movement. The Quit India movement marked the rise of a new leadership. People supported Mahatma Gandhi during the movement. People followed the declaration called Mahatma Gandhi of Do or Die. The Quit India movement united the Indian people against British rule. The Quit India movement, for the first time, saw the active engagement of women and students. The movement showed the British that their hold on India was weakening, and they began to explore options to quit the country. Remembering Quit India movement. Okay, today. In 1942, the need of the hour was to free India from colonialism. Okay, today, 75 years later, the issues are different. Movements such as Quit India are a source of inspiration and gives us strength as a nation. It is important for the younger generation is know about historical events like the Quit India movement. Poverty, lack of education, nutrition, big challenges of the nation faces. Okay, we need to bring positive change out in this regard. The role of played by women in the freedom struggle will bring immense strength in the effort to achieve common objectives. Drawbacks. The Quit India movement did not result immediate attainment of freedom. Several political groups active during the Indian independence movement were opposed to the Quit India movement. Gandhi did not formulate any definite program of action before he was arrested on 9th August. The arrest of the leaders had left a powerful vacuum in communication between the leadership and the masses. Use of violent methods by the volunteers and participants. The movement was crushed in a relatively short period of time by the British. सिक्स टाइम आई एम्स, सिक्स की एम्स, ठीक है. The need of today toward the end state, it is to resolve to come together, okay, perverse to and work relent, relentlessly with our utmost utmost strength towards the making a new India. Citizens must unite in a joint effort to establish an India that the country's freedom fighters had dreamed. Elimination of corruption, ensuring the poor got their rights, youth are self-employment, and end of malnutrition, and end of malnutrition, empowering open, okay, ending illiteracy, okay, and our duties must need need of the hour. Our duties must become part of our life, part of our way of life. Poverty can be reduced drastically by creating wealth from the land, by focusing intensely on agriculture. A proper farming policy and its implementation can be the real game changer. There has to be a very conscious effort to teach good moral science and value system in school. Today we should Today we should perhaps give a new slogan for Quit India. Banish from the banish from India poverty, okay, hunger, hatred and violence. True independence will be when we will work together to produce a sustainable and holistic India. तो आप देख सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हम डिस्कस करेंगे प्राइवेटाइजिंग, ओके, प्राइवेटाइजिंग पब्लिक हॉस्पिटल, ओके.